Hello. I wanted to get on here because I see posts and I hear people talking about the word that they're choosing for this year or the mantra that they're choosing for this year and sometimes the intention that they're choosing for this year. And one of the questions that's coming up for me is, what beliefs are you choosing for yourself this year? Now, before I dive into that, if you jump on, say hello, let me know that you're here. If you watch this as a replay, please post hashtag replay. If you've got questions, if you've got comments, whether we're live or you're watching the recording, feel free to share them. Hey, Susie, feel free to share them because I will respond. So the belief that one of the beliefs that I am choosing for 2020, and I chose it for 2019 as well. It's one that I consistently choose, that I consistently remind myself of, and that's I release struggle and replace it with ease. Or I release what's hard. The things that we're trying to work through that are hard, the things that we're living that are hard. And looking, how can I bring ease into those situations? Another belief around this topic that I often use is I attract ease into all areas of my life. And when I'm saying these things, I'm saying them from the place of being clear, being intentional, taking aligned action, and following through. I'm not talking about ease from the perspective of I'm going to sit back and not do anything and hope and intend to manifest everything. All of life's riches are going to show up and be placed at my feet. But I am talking about clarity, intention, and aligned action. Because how many times have you said, and how recently have you said, oh, that's so hard. That's so hard. Or you feel like you're struggling with something that no matter what you're doing, you can't seem to find your way through it. Or it gets to be such a struggle that you're like, screw it, I'm done. I'm not doing it. My question to you is, what are your beliefs around that? I know one belief that I have held that I didn't even realize that I held for the longest time was that if it wasn't hard, it didn't have value. It didn't have meaning. It meant that it wasn't really worth it. Hi, Melanie. Welcome. My intention for this year is low key. It's being focused. Okay, I like that. I like that. And now it's important to ask yourself questions around the belief that you're choosing, because yes, we want to choose our beliefs. We want to be clear about our beliefs. And we want to be clear about what beliefs might be working against the one that we're choosing consciously. And I say that. And one of the reasons I'm choosing this belief to speak about today is because when I was doing my checking in for today, when I was spending some time with myself, and I closed my eyes because that's one of the ways I spend time with myself and communicating with myself, and I was doing the clearing that I do, and having a dialogue, I'll say. One of the belief statements that came up was, I release struggle and replace it with ease. And I burst into tears. And I'm like, what? Like, why would this have me bursting into tears? And so once I finished my session with myself, very similar to the sessions I hold with my clients. Once I finished that session with myself, I sat down to do some of my daily writing, some of my daily journaling. And the topic that I chose was around this belief. Why did tears come? Why did I burst into tears when I said aloud, I release struggle and replace it with ease? And what came up, and I can feel the emotions behind my eyes right now, so if I burst into tears again, don't be shocked. But what came up was that when I think of my father, I think of him as one of the most hard-working individuals that I know. My father is capable of so many things. He's capable of producing and creating so many things, and it's such a high quality. And what I realized in my writing is there was this like internal battle that was going on, that if I released struggle, if I released that hardness, like the hard work, and was looking for ease, that I was somehow saying something about my father. And was I somehow dishonoring my father and not recognizing his efforts, recognizing what he has done for our family and for so many others? And worked through that in the course of my journaling. And I say that it's important to not just choose your belief that you're going to, and I have a number of beliefs that I choose either on a daily basis, to remind myself on a daily basis. Certainly, like as I mentioned, this is one that I'm going to use for the year. But it's important to identify what other beliefs that you might hold and not be aware of, other beliefs that you agreed to at some point in your life, and it might have been when you were 3, that are somehow going to bump up against this belief of I release struggle, I release that, like, oh, this is so hard, to replace it with ease. Now, since Melanie had shared her intention for this year, and that's to be focused, I would suggest and recommend to Melanie that she write, if journaling's her thing. For some people, it's painting. For some people, it's talking out loud. Or it might be bouncing ideas off of somebody else. But to ask herself and answer the question, why is this so important? And follow the questions from there. Does that make sense? If this is resonate with you, I'd love some thumbs up emojis or some smiley faces, or share with me what belief or beliefs that you're choosing for this year, because they're important. They literally impact every moment of our day and how we live and experience our life. So we want to be clear on the beliefs that we're choosing. Now, I keep a list for myself because it's important that, excuse me, that I keep choosing these beliefs and don't allow the old patterns, don't allow the old ways of thinking, don't allow other subconscious beliefs that I'm not aware of, those beliefs that I'm not aware of, to come in and take precedence. So share a belief that you are choosing for yourself this year or today, that you're choosing for yourself today. And if you post that belief in the comments, again, whether it's during the course of this live or as a replay, I will check in with my guides to see if there's homework, recommendations, questions to ask, see where there might be some misalignments. How does that sound? And let me know what you think of this belief. I release struggle, I release what's hard and replace it with ease. Or I attract ease into all areas of my life. Let me know what y'all think. All right, everyone. I'll wait here for a moment to see if there are any other questions or comments before I wrap up. Oh, and what I will add, I talk about beliefs and a whole lot of other things in my Facebook group, the Intuitive Phoenix Community. We did a live earlier about this. So if you're interested in having this conversation on a regular basis, being able to be clear and intentional about the beliefs that you're operating from, I'll post the details in the comments and feel free to join us in that group. All right, everyone, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of magic, and of course, all things fucking fantastic. Oh, wait, I see Melanie. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you. I think in the past, my belief was if I was always busy, I was being productive. I'm working on releasing that belief. Yes. One of the sayings that I had to work through tied to that, Melanie, was being a productive member of society. And if I wasn't busy or doing, how was I contributing to being a productive member of society? I wanted to be a productive member of society. I didn't want to be somebody who was putting a drain on the system. And what I've come to realize, of course, is that I can be busy all damn day and still not be productive, still not be a productive member of society. I still may be a drain on myself, if not others, but I might have worked hard, or been busy, been productive all day. But when I looked at what I had actually accomplished, or the impact it had on me and others, wasn't really what I was looking to produce. So great awareness, Melanie. Thank you for sharing that. And if you've got any others, feel free to share them below. All right, everybody. I hope you have a fabulous evening. Stay tuned for more conversations about beliefs. And like I said, join my group and we can continue these conversations there. All right, y'all. Love ya. Bye. You're very welcome, Melanie. Thank you.